Hello everyone, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. So in continuation of our series in which we are discussing UGC NET Paper 1 most expected MCQs for December 2025 examination, and in this video we will be covering from question number 81 to 100. As you also know that notification of UGC NET has been out, so form filling has been started and the last date of filling the form is of 7th November 2025. So do fill the form within this given time and boost your preparation so that you can excel in this examination. Okay, so let's start with the question number 81. Okay, the question says the role of a teacher in supporting experiential learning can't be of, or the options are coach, mentor, tutor and technology. Here the correct answer is technology. Okay. First of all, what is experiential learning? Experiential learning, it basically focus on learning by doing. Okay. So here teacher acts as a facilitator. Okay. Facilitator. So in this, teacher as a coach, mentor and tutor helps students, supports students. So our correct answer is D, because technology is a tool or medium, not a human itself. Okay, now moving to question number 82. The question says which of the following is not considered as self-generated feedback? Options are assurance, previewing, retracing, observation. Our correct answer is assurance. Okay, assurance, it basically means an external validation, or you can see a factor of external feedback. Okay, whereas the options such as previewing, retracing, observation, these are considered as self-generated feedback. Like in previewing, we have a rehearsal, okay, of the task or performance. Okay, then retracing, it basically means reviewing the past actions or experiences, and observation, it basically means monitoring of our performance or one's performance or behavior. So here assurance is the correct answer because it is an external thing and it involves the external feedback. Now moving to question number 83. Meanwhile, you can also solve this question by pausing the video. Okay, so question number 83, the question says what among the following are known as assessment instruments? Okay, assessment instruments. So options are tests, examinations, rubrics, worksheets and quizzes. So here the correct answer is option number D. Okay, option number D is the correct answer, because option number C, that is statement C, rubrics, it basically is not related with the assessment instrument. It is related with you can say it is some kind of criteria which is used for assessing the performance of a particular work, not a instrument itself. It is basically, you can say, a guideline which is used for assessment. Okay, and it is not basically an instrument or a tool. So the options such as tests, examination, worksheet, quizzes, these are the tools, whereas rubrics is a guideline which is set for assessing a particular work. Okay, I hope you have got this. Now moving to question number 84. The question says what is not a research? Options are research is a careful and exhaustive investigation of a phenomenon with an objective of advancing knowledge. Yes, it is the definition, or you can say the prospects of research. Now second option, it is a systematic and objective attempt to study a problem for the purpose of deriving general principle. Yes, we can also say it is research. Option 4, it is a systematic investigation to find solutions to a problem. Yes, indeed, it is also the definition of research, you can say. But option number 3, it says research is based on common sense knowledge. No, it is not the research. It is not the correct definition of research. Getting? What can be the characteristics of a good research work? Okay, it should be empirical. Okay, it should be systematic. It should be objective, verifiable. Okay, it should be reliable. Okay, so these are the basic characteristics of a good research. So research is not based on common sense knowledge. Getting? So our correct answer is C, because it has asked not a not a research. Okay, so now moving to question number 85. Question says scientific observations are based on options are verifiable evidence or systematic body of proof that can be cited, accumulated experiences, prejudices, beliefs of the people. No, the correct answer is option number 1, verifiable evidence or systematic body of proof that can be cited. Okay, because scientists, the observation of scientists require objectivity. Okay, and the data which is required is it should be verifiable. So our correct answer is option number 1, whereas the options such as accumulated experiences, it is not you can say criteria for a good scientific observation. Okay, then prejudices, it is basically biasness, or you can say it is not required anywhere in the scientific observations, and belief of the people, it is also not required. So our correct answer is 1. Moving to question number 86. Okay, the question says criteria for hypothesis construction are, options are, it should describe one issue only, it should describe many issues, it should specify variables between which the relationship is to be established, it should be specific and precise, it should be empirically testable whether it is right or wrong. So first of all, what is hypothesis? As we know, it is a crucial component of research process, and it provides a educated guess and tries to explain the phenomena or the relationship between the variables. Okay, so a good hypothesis has characteristics such as it should describe one issue only, it should specify variables between which the relationship is to be established, it should be specific and precise, it should be empirically testable whether it is right or wrong. Option number B says it should describe many issues. Not, it is not the correct characteristics. So our correct answer is A, C, D and E. Option number 3 is the correct answer. Okay, now moving to the next question. Question says match the list 1 with list 2. Okay, list 1 says concepts and list 2 meanings. Let's match the easiest one at first. Survey, as we know, it is a data collection technique using a questionnaire. So basically it will match with C with 4, and we have two options in which C matches with 4. So either 3 or 4 would be our answer. So let's check another. Basically when we talk about theory, what is it? Theory is basically a set of systematically interrelated propositions that explain and predict a phenomenon or a fact. So A matches with 3. So here our answer is option number 4. Okay, because A has 3 only in option number 4. So let's match the another as well. B, model. Model is basically a generalized representation of a system or an object that is constructed to some aspects of that system or the system as a whole. Basically, it is a system that is constructed or that is basically drawn to analyze, understand the behavior of the real world entity, and it is a simplified representation of that system. Okay, and talking about modeling, it is research problem and it is represented by a mathematical model. Okay, so our correct answer is option number 4. Now moving to question number 88. When a person is talking to himself or herself or contemplating or dreaming while in sleep, then this type of communication is known as, it is the simplest question, it is intrapersonal communication, talking to oneself. Okay, it is intrapersonal communication, option number 2. Moving to question number 89. Question says, if the sender has not formulated the idea, thought or message in a proper manner, it can result into a barrier in communication. The barrier occurs at what level? Okay, whether it is transmission stage or at the end of decoder or at the level of encoder or it is a technical stage. Okay, so correct answer is at the level of encoder, means the sender, the person who is responsible for formulating and sending the message is the encoder. So at the level of encoder there is a barrier. Okay, so our correct answer is 3. Moving to question number 90. Question says, what among the following are some media organizations? Okay, options are Registrar of Newspapers for India, RNI. Option B, National Institute of Fashion Technology, NIFT. PCI, Press Council of India. D, Audit Bureau of Circulation Limited, ABC Limited. And E, University School of Mass Communication, USMC. So basically, Registrar of Newspaper for India, it is a statutory body. It is a statutory body under Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. Okay, it was established in 1956. Getting? It is basically a body which is responsible for broadcasting or which is responsible for registration of newspaper and periodicals in India. It is Registrar of Newspaper for India. Next is NIFT. It is basically a Fashion Education and Research Institute. Okay, not a media house. The next one is Press Council of India. Yes, it is. It is also a statutory body. Statutory body. Okay, and its main function, or you can say its main conduct, is to see the overall conduct of print media, promoting freedom of press, maintaining the ethical standards. Okay, so it is, so option number A, option number C. D says Audit Bureau of Circulation Limited, ABC. It is basically a non-profit organization. Non-profit organization. Okay, it verifies and audits the circulation of print media basically on its own, because it's a non-profit organization. So it verifies and audit the circulations of various figures which are published in print media, so that transparency and credibility is ensured. Okay, so it is a media related organization. University School of Mass Communication, no, it is an educational institution, not a media organization. So it is not our correct answer. So the correct answer is A, C and D, option number 3. Okay. Moving to question number 91. Okay. The question says, in dash, each communicating device is connected with every other device in computer network. Basically, here the network topology has been discussed. Okay. The options are related with network topology types. First of all, let's discuss what is network topology. It is the physical layout, or you can say structures, which says how nodes, basically the computers and switches, are linked with various connections over the networks, getting, and which determine the data flows between them, means the connections of various computers and switches over the networks, which determine the flow of data between them. The correct answer over here is mesh topology. Okay, mesh topology. Let us discuss the network topology types. First is point to point. It says it is basically a type of topology which works on the functionality of sender and receiver. It is the simplest, basically you can say the simplest communication between two nodes. Nodes means you can say a device and the switch. Next is bus topology. It is basically in which all nodes are connected to a single central cable. Okay, that is called bus. Okay, so it is also a simple topology, you can say. Then the next one is ring topology. Ring topology in which each node connects with other two nodes. Basically, each node is connected with another two nodes, and it forms a circular path for data flowing. Next is star topology, in which under this all nodes connect to a central hub. Okay, all the nodes are connected to a central hub. This is the star topology. Next is tree topology, in which a hierarchical structure are made where nodes are connected in a tree-like form. Okay. Next is mesh topology, in which every node is directly connected to every other node. Getting? Every node is directly connected with every other node. So it is mesh topology, and the question has asked us about mesh topology. Okay. So our answer is 2. Now moving to question number 92. Which of the following is not a web browser? It is the simplest question as well. Options are Opera, Safari, Firefox and Google. The right answer is Google, because it is a search engine, not a web browser. So moving to question number 93. Question says, identify the sequence of appropriate words A to D that are correctly fills the blanks in following paragraph. We all know that radio frequency identification means it is B, that will come here. System uses radio waves to read and capture information stored on a tag which can be read from several meters away. The dash is made up of the tag. Okay, the tag is made up of a microchip and processes data and an antenna to receive and transmit data. So our correct answer is BADC, option number 3, BADC. Moving to question number 94. The question says, which of the following statements are correct? Options are worm can be hardware or software. No, worm is basically a software. It is not a hardware. It basically a software that replicates themselves and spread to other systems. So it is not related with hardware. It is a software. Next is cookies are used to store browsing information. Yes, it is. Cookies are used indeed for storing browsing information, and these are small files. Cookies are basically small files stored on user's device which contains information related to browsing activities, the preferences, the interactions with the website and all. So these are about cookies. Next is sandbox detection is a malware identification method. Yes, it is a malware detection method in which suspicious files or programs are identified, and then these are isolated in a separate system to analyze their behavior and identify their potential you can say risk. So sandbox detection is a malware identification method. Next, option D says HTTP has better security than HTTPS. No, basically HTTP, it stands for hypertext transfer protocol, and HTTPS, it basically means hypertext transfer protocol secure. Then it is having secure word in it. So basically it is more secure than HTTP because it encrypts data. It encrypts data, and HTTP secures data in plain text, and it secures data in encrypted form. So basically HTTP is not better than HTTPS. Next is Trojan is an antivirus. No, Trojan is a type of malware that distinguishes itself as a legitimate software. Okay, but it is done in order to gain unauthorized access into the system. Okay, so it is also not the correct option. So correct answer is B and C. Okay, moving to question number 95. Okay, the question says match the list 1 with list 2. List 1 recognition system, list 2 their application. Okay, option E MICR. MICR, it stands for magnetic ink character recognition. Magnetic ink character recognition. Okay, OCR, optical character recognition. Okay, OMR, optical mark recognition. So these are the full form. Let's match it one by one. OMR. OMR basically its uses is in reading marks written using pencil or pen on a specially printed paper. So C matches with 4. We have two options in which C matches with 4. So either 2 or 4 would be our answer. Let's match another as well. MICR, magnetic ink character recognition, is basically reads the numbers found on a bank check. So A matches with 3. So A3, either in 2 or 4 we have to find it. So it is in option number 4. So the correct answer is option number 4. A matches with 3. So let's match the rest as well. OCR, optical character recognition, it reads the car number plates. It reads the car number plate, OCR. And the last is barcode reader. It captures product information so that it can be added to customer purchase total. Okay. So D 2. So our correct answer is 4. Moving to question number 96. So question number 96 is, electrostatic precipitator is used in thermal power plants to remove which of the following air pollutants? First of all, let us know what is electrostatic precipitator. It is basically used, it is a device which is used to remove fly ash and other particulate matters from the fuel gas emissions of thermal power plants. So here the correct answer is fly ash. Okay. As we know, fly ash is a byproduct of coal combustion and it causes significant air pollution. So for controlling this, electrostatic precipitator is used in thermal power plants. Moving to question number 97. So question number 97 says, match the list 1 with list 2. List 1 says the types of water pollutants and list 2 examples. Okay. Statement A says disease causing agents. So it will match with coliform bacteria. We know that disease causing agents are microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses and protozoa that cause disease in humans. So coliform bacteria serves as an indicator of fecal contamination. Okay, it serves as an indicator of fecal contamination. Okay, so option number A matches with 2. Next is oxygen consuming waste. It will match with animals and plants in aquatic habitat because they decompose organic matter from dead organism. Next, plant nutrients. It is phosphorus. Okay, because phosphorus is the key nutrient that led to eutrophication, or we can say excessive plant growth. Next, suspended solid. It will match with fine particles of clay. Okay, so our correct answer over here is A2, B3, C4. So option number 2. Okay, so moving to question number 98. The question says, match the list 1 with list 2. List 1 is the wastewater treatment process and list 2 their explanation. Okay, ozonation, it is basically disinfection. Okay, aeration, A matches with 3. Aeration is basically removal of excess iron and manganese. Okay, next is flocculation. Flocculation is basically very small particles are clustered together, and screening is the removal of large solid particles. Okay, our correct answer over here is A3B1 and C4. So option number 1 is the correct answer. Okay, moving to next question. The question says, the full form of AICTE. We know that the full form of AICTE is All India Council for Technical Education. All India Council for Technical Education. So correct answer is 2. We know this body was set up in the year November 1945 as a national level apex body to conduct a survey, or you can say survey on the facilities available for technical education and promote the development of technical education in a integrated manner. So this was about AICTE. Okay, moving to next question. Question number 100. The question says, what is the correct increasing order of uranium-235 fissile uranium ratio in the following? First of all, let us understand uranium-235 is the fissile isotope of uranium which is used for nuclear energy. Okay, nuclear energy as well as weapons. Okay, so different forms of uranium contain different percentage of U35, uranium 235. Different forms of uranium contain different percentage of uranium 235. So first of all, there is uranium ore. Uranium ore, because it is the raw, you can say raw material, and it contains the lowest uranium 235. It contains the lowest uranium 235. And next is natural uranium. Natural uranium, it is the extracted and refined uranium. Okay, extracted and refined uranium, not enriched. Okay, third one is reactor grade uranium. Reactor grade uranium, and it is used for fuel in nuclear reactors, and it is enriched. And the last is weapon grade uranium, and it is used for nuclear weapons, and it is highly enriched. It is highly enriched. So the correct sequence over here would be, first would be uranium ore. Uranium ore, B would be at the first. Okay, then natural uranium. Okay, then we will have reactor grade, D. So our correct answer is 2. Okay, 2 is the correct answer. So this was the last question. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will be soon coming with the next 20 questions. So thanks.